Hello and welcome to this video that is going to be explaining to you what the Align portal is all about. So let me share my screen with you, and I'm currently on the homepage of the Shamanic Activations Academy. You might have navigated here from the Merlin Will Be an AI website, which is this one. So it can be either or. You can navigate from both of these. You need to sign in or sign up. It doesn't matter which one you come from, because they'll both do a very similar process. So once you're logged in, this button will become account, and you need to navigate to Mastery Circle. So the Mastery Circle is about mastering yourself, your business, and the systems to rise. So this is where we go into the Align portal. Now, as you can see, there's other portals here. You might not have all of these because it all depends on the level of access that you have to the website. But when you come to the Mastery Circle, you will see at the top you got Align, Create, and Rise. So Align is personal alignment, body, mind, and soul. Create is business mentorship essentially, and Rise is systems and automations, so AI in essentially. So these are the three portals. You might not be able to navigate to all of them. Again, it depends on your level of membership. But today, for the purposes of this video, we're only concentrating on the Align portal. So once you are in the Align portal, you will see this is just a little welcome page that again explains what this is all about. And it also tells you about joining the membership for the £97 per month, and it gives you a quick reference about what is inside the Align portal as well. So essentially you want to think of Align as the resources. So this is where there's a lot of knowledge, not your own specific journey. Okay, so this is more kind of generic. Okay, so we want to look at the left-hand menu. So this is where we navigate everything from. So inside Align, I've got the 7 Secrets Wheel test. So this is where I can come here and I can do my test, which gives me some information about how I am doing across the 7 secrets. So the 7 chakras, the 7 human needs, the 7 levels of change. So everything is linked up. So once I have gone through the questionnaire, which is 49 questions, it takes about 10 minutes. Once you have gone through that, you will see a score, a wellness score, which for me was 81.4%. You can come back and do the assessment again every month, for example, or every 6 months, or once a year, and that will give you a sense of how your score is changing, so how you are improving your health and well-being. So the information is also presented here in a different way as a wheel, and then it will tell you how you're performing. So if the score is good enough, so it will tell you what areas you should be concentrating on in that particular graphic. But it also gives you the graphic in a different way. So again, you got the scores, and depending on what you might want to work on, I can go on a particular score, and it will give me guidance about what different tools I can work with and what tools are coming soon. Okay, so I can also enroll on the 7 Secret course from here, which of course you might have already be part of. So this is where essentially the insight that I get from doing this test tells me what area of my life I should be concentrating on. Now let's look. It's color-coded. I've got more information underneath that gives me even more insight. Everything is color-coded, so all of this knowledge relates to the graphic above. So I can have a look at that linearly as well, and it will tell me what are the priority areas and other things that I may want to work with. So here I can also ask questions to Merlin, and it will give me answers. And then it will also give me links to the different tools that I can use. There's a lot of these tools are also available on the app. Okay, so you might want to go and have a look, and of course people can also join courses from this particular page. You can retake the assessment. So as I said, when you are taking it again, it keeps storing your previous one as well. So it benchmarks how you're doing. You can download your results as well, or you can go and do the full STT assessment or the Merlin Comprehensive Assessment. So it's got two names at the minute, but this is where you find the next one. So this comprehensive assessment is instead where you've got, as you can see, 12 cards. So you start from the first, and obviously it gives you some instructions, and then you click on next to go to the next, and obviously fill in your information. Every time that you click on next, it will save automatically, or you also have this save button. I really recommend that you click on the save button every time. Although the data is saving automatically, you never know, so make sure that you use the save button as well. So you go through the assessment. At the end, it will ask you to also answer your or give permission for your data obviously to be stored and analyzed. So once you have done that assessment, then it will go to a practitioner, myself or someone else, who will analyze it and give you some insight that you will see then in your healing portal. So these are the two assessments. Then you also have a documentary that you can watch, which is about the 7 secrets and the work that I do and the methodology that I created. So you can watch it from here. There's the Wisdom Vault, which at the moment is not open to the public, but essentially there's lots and lots of resources that I'm reorganizing, like recipe packs and also naturopathic protocols. There's a lot of coaching, masterclasses, and all of that stuff that you will be able to access from here. Then you got lots of different other assessments, which if you take, they form part of your data, your information that is always being considered and analyzed. And then remember, the more information you have about yourself, information is power, and information, awareness, precedes change. So the more information you have about yourself, the more you'll be able to heal, because you'll be bringing focus, to your journey. So these are extra assessments. They're all free, and you can go through those. Now, when we go to the bottom here, excuse me, sneeze. As you can see on the side, we got again those 7 magical colors from the 7 secrets assessment. So obviously they're 1 per chakra and 1 per secret. So in every of these, you've got a lesson and then resources underneath. But when you go into the lessons, you will see that you got the course, practices, and also information about the chakra. So essentially you can watch the video. There's some information underneath it as well, and then at the very bottom there's also an older version of this lesson, because this course has already been running for 5 years, so it's kind of changed over time. You can watch previous versions of that as well if it's helpful, because having been remastered, it means that I condense things to make it a lot easier to navigate and remember. But so you can watch the actual new version here, and at the bottom you can watch a previous recording. Also, you got the practices button. So this gives you some things for you to try out and experience. It might not be that you're doing all of these things, but if you do, obviously they become part of your journey, and obviously they will contribute to your learning and to your change and healing. But nevertheless, don't push yourself to complete it all, because it might be that you get overwhelmed. You can come back to this anytime. So just know that there's lots of practices, and also there's information about the root chakra that you can come and have a look. As you can see, there's also a link to retake the assessment. So if you want to do it again, I don't suggest that you do it every day or every week. I would say once a month, maybe, or less often than that. So it could be every 2 months or 6 months, whatever. But that really helps you with benchmarking your journey. Now, underneath each lesson, you also have more resources. So depending on what might take your fancy, depending on maybe where you're at, again, there are things that you can come and experience from here, like improving your hydration. Some of these things are also not only in terms of knowledge, but there's also trackers in the app. So you can go and watch, there's another video for the app, but essentially some of the tools that are described here in the app, they're actually in place. They're practical tools that you can use rather than to improve your learning. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff for all of the secrets, and here you can also access daily rituals, daily I call them the vibe shifters. So there's morning, evening, there's meditations, and there's energy reset. So these are always growing. So for example, in the meditations, we got meditations from different students that are on my courses. They have created these particular meditations, you know. So, so if you've got any tools that you would like to share, I can also add them here, but there's also other practices that people might want to try out and see how they can improve their health and well-being. Essentially, these are kind of self-help things that people can practice. Okay, so that's under daily rituals. Then we got a link as well to different courses that people can go on. Again, there's the retreats, you know, the 4 retreats a year that we run. And also this is where people can also decide whether they want to start working with a therapist, the monthly therapy that is involved, and the coaching course as well that we run for people, and a link to downloading the Merlin app. So this is the Align portal, which essentially is knowledge. Yeah, this is where you find a lot of resources for your journey, or to guide other people on if you are a certified practitioner working with Merlin Wellbeing AI. I hope that this was helpful, and if you need any further explanations or support, reach out. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video.